Hello. Hello and welcome from Safe in Harm's Way. My name is Carolyn and I am the founder and CEO of Safe in Harm's Way. And if you're joining us because you've seen our billboards in Kansas City, I just want to say thank you. We're so outrageously excited about that for a couple reasons. First reason is we know that survivors of abuse have a really hard time seeking services because they can't readily look for the resources they need because they're being watched. They're being isolated and monitored, and they can't look. But one thing the abuser cannot control is what someone sees when they're driving. So it's huge. And we don't like to call out when someone likes or starts following Safe in Harm's Way because we know that that could be a trigger or a sign that to the abuser that their prey is seeking help. So this is the official welcome. If you're responding because you saw our billboard in Kansas City, then welcome. And please stay here. Look at the comments of each post because there's services and resources in each comment. It's how we roll. Secondly, the reason I'm so personally excited about billboards in Kansas City is Kansas City is my adopted hometown. And this is where I lived during the time that I was living with abuse. This is where I lived when the person who claimed to love me was also posting my pictures without my knowledge, without my consent on Craigslist and adult friend finders. And discovering all of that is actually what led to my escape. So to be in Kansas City, in this place that I love, but also in a place where my abuser chose to issue the most horrific level of abuse, is something that allows us at Safe in Harm's Way to reach other people who are dealing with that kind of abuse or abuse in general. And to do this here in Kansas City is amazing to me. And it is not lost on me the huge amount of gratitude I have for the people in this city who rose up to help me escape and to start to change the world for survivors of abuse. So we're so glad you're here. Spread the word. Tell people. Because our hashtag of because you never know is real. No one ever would have suspected that I was living a life of abuse because I didn't really have the vocabulary or the ability, and I was filled with so much shame, I wasn't raising my hand about it. And that's where we want to change the world. We want people to know the vocabulary they need in order to recognize what's happening in their relationships and then exit. We want people to know that if you are living with abuse, especially during COVID, there are resources and people willing to help. Most importantly, any local domestic violence shelter. You don't have to live there in order to take advantage of all the resources. They're a great place to start. And Safe in Harm's Way is the medium that helps you get there. You learn your vocabulary, find the resources, and then most importantly, chart the most beautiful after you can that is free from abuse, that is free from living a life that only brings you sadness. And most importantly, if your abuser is the type of person who issues abuse about you on the internet to other people without your knowledge and consent, you've got a hand to hold there. We'll bring it because we are dedicated and committed to stopping that level of foulness within abuse. So thank you so much for following us. Thank you so much for joining us. This is your official welcome. And while we sure hate what has brought you to us, we are so filled with gratitude that now you know there's a safer place for you to get the resources that you need. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening, and we'll be seeing you soon.